Good morning, children. Welcome to today's computer class. Today we are going to see generation of computers. The computers that were developed from 1942 to 1955 were called the first generation computers. Children, see this picture. This is the first generation computers. See how big is this? The first generation computers used vacuum tubes as the main electronic component. Okay. These computers were the fastest calculating devices of their time. They were huge in size. It was not easy to carry them from one place to another because of their weight. Thousands of vacuum tubes were used. This emitted a large amount of heat. Okay. Emitted a large amount of heat. They consumed a lot of power and their cost was very high. The first generation computers, they used ENIAC, electronic numerical integrator and calculator. Okay. This was the first electronic digital computer of this generation. Okay ma, this is the first electronic digital computer of this generation. That is called ENIAC. Second generation computers. Second generation computers were developed between 1956 and 64. This is the second generation computers. What's the difference between first and second generation computer? The transistor replaced the vacuum tubes. Okay. The transistor instead of vacuum tubes. And were better since they were smaller, faster and consumed lesser energy also. Okay. These computers were smaller in size and easier to carry from one place to another as compared to the first generation computers. They generated lesser amount of heat. Okay. They generated lesser amount of heat. But in the first generation computer, the vacuum tubes generated large amount of heat. Okay. So in the second generation, they amount less heat. Okay, they produced lesser amount of heat. They were faster in calculations as compared to the first generation computers. Then they consumed lesser power and were less expensive than the first generation computers. 1965 to 1975 was the period of the third generation computers. The third generation computers used integrated circuit. This component replaced the transistors that were used in the second generation computers. IBM 360 and PDP-11 are examples of the third generation computers. Okay, these computers were smaller in size than the computers of earlier generations. Okay, their speed and accuracy was better than the computers of earlier generation and lesser amount of heat and were less expensive than the computers of earlier generations. The computers developed since 1975 up to the present are called the fourth generation computers. The fourth generation computers use microprocessors. A microprocessor consists of a small silicon chip on which thousands of circuits are placed. These computers are the cheapest of all earlier generation computers. Okay. They are smaller in size as compared to the computers of earlier generations. Hence, in comparison, they are the easiest to carry from one place to another. Okay, easy to carry from one place to another. They work at very high speed and are more accurate and reliable than the computers of earlier generations. Okay, they have extremely large memory also. This is the fourth generation computers. The fifth generation computers are the most advanced computers. Okay, the fifth generation computers are the future computers. These computers are still in the process of development. The main technique to be used in these computers will be artificial intelligence. That is, they will have their own decision making capability. In other words, they will be able to think and make their own decisions as human beings do. In the area of robotics also, the computers are widely used for a variety of tasks like space exploration, building cars, surgery, etc. Okay. Okay, children. On the basis of technology being used, computers can be classified into these 5 generations. Okay. Thank you.